So you've made some great content. You've got some awesome clips, you've got some music in the background, you've got flashy titles and animations, and it looks amazing. And it comes time to upload the video and you've forgotten the thumbnail. It happens to the best of us, and it's easy to make the thumbnail an afterthought, but you really shouldn't. Thumbnails are an essential part to YouTube content. They are the first thing people will see of your content and can be the difference between a scroll and a click. So why leave it as an afterthought? You have amazing content to share. Then give it its best chance to be seen. My name is NIMZ and I'm a graphic designer and content creator from the UK, and I want to help you make your social content look the best it can. So here are my 5 tips for making your thumbnails perform better. So it's easy to forget about your thumbnail until your content is done. You're tired, you're excited, you want to get your content out there for everyone to see. But the trouble is, thousands and thousands of videos are being released on YouTube every single day, and you need to give your video the best chance of being seen, and it needs to stand out. Your thumbnail is the best chance it has of attracting new viewers, so it should be tailor-made for that video. So before you've even finished doing your video, have a plan for what a thumbnail is going to look like. Is it going to be bright? Is it going to be colourful? Is it going to have lots of words? You need to know exactly what it's going to be. It's just as important as planning your video out in the first place. These small decisions and a little bit of planning can really make the difference between having a thumbnail that stands out and looks a little bit forced, or having one that fits your video perfectly. Remember, it is the first thing people will see of your content, and it needs to portray it in the best way possible. So make your thumbnail perfectly tailored to your video and plan it. Simple as that. You don't need every buzzword possible in your thumbnail for it to stand out. If you simply aren't getting your message across, it's completely wasted. If it's a funny piece of content, there's no need to add 100 emojis, some laughing faces, LOL plastered across the whole thumbnail. It's overkill. You don't need it. If you want people to be genuinely interested in your content, you need to make sure it has key details in the thumbnail. You need to make sure that people can see the clear key message in your thumbnail, and they can tell what your video is all about and what makes it different to other similar videos. It's okay to add a small bit of text that complements your title well, and to add elements related to your video. If you're a small content creator, the chances of your views being organic and from people who have just seen it, whether it's in social media or on YouTube, is really high. And you need to make sure that they know exactly what your content is and what it's about, and almost as if they can feel the video before they've even seen it. You need to make sure that your thumbnail gets that across first and foremost. Now, before you all go, what an obvious point. Yes, it is an obvious point, but one that is so easily misinterpreted. When browsing YouTube, people are bombarded with tons of videos and colourful thumbnails, all fighting for their attention. And do you know the best way to stand out from all this competition? Be unique. Human brains are designed to notice patterns and to detect differences and changes from that perceived pattern. So although you're researching and taking inspiration from similar videos, which is great, you need to make sure that you are putting your own individual and unique twist on that. Because if you're making your videos look like everyone else's to stand out, all that's going to do is make it not. It's very counterintuitive. You think that making a video look like everyone else's is going to make it perform well, but in reality, you're not getting your own style and your own design across, and people need to read you from your thumbnails. They need to know it's your content. So make your thumbnails crazy and cool, and make it something that you would click on. But take your time and remember to be unique. Stay true to yourself, and remember that people are here to see your videos, and your thumbnails need to show that off. However, don't overcomplicate your thumbnails. It's easy to think that putting 100 bright colours all in the background and lots of flashy text and lots of effects and colour gradients and all that stuff is going to make your videos stand out. In reality, all you risk doing is alienating your consumer and your audience. And you don't want to put them off before they've even seen your content. If your thumbnail makes your video seem too forced or too try-hard, then it can risk putting people off and it will feel unprofessional and desperate. And you've worked far too hard to make your videos feel like that and look like that before people have even watched it. As long as your thumbnail gets your message across, feels authentically you, and gets viewers to think, oh, that looks good, then you are done. There's no need to go back and make it so busy and so full of things that it's just going to make that message seem blurred. The best way to go about this is when you think you're done, stop. Sit back, walk off, go get a drink, get a cup of tea, have a snack. I don't care what you do. Just get away from your computer for 30, 40, even an hour. That time allows you to come back and have fresh eyes on your project. Fresh eyes are so helpful in making you see your content the way that viewers will. Remember that viewers won't know how long you've put into your thumbnails, how hard you have worked. All they see is the end result. So you need to make sure that you are seeing that end result in the same way that they are. You need to be your biggest critic, and you need to honestly look at yourself and say, would I click that? If the answer is no, then you need to start again, or you need to peel back a few things and have a rethink about how you're doing. Remember that your message is the key thing to get across. Consistency is key. Now that's across your videos, your thumbnails, your content, your streams. Everything about you needs to be consistent. Your brand is built on loyalty and people remembering what you do. If you're changing that up all the time, people aren't going to trust in what you're producing and know that it's for them. We are creatures of habit, and the golden rule of design is to keep things consistent. You need to feed that small part of your viewer's brain that's going, wait a minute, I know this. I know him, I know her, I know what they make, I know what they do, and I love it. Just as you are likely to watch your favourite YouTubers over and over again because you know what they do and you know that you like it, your viewers come to expect a certain level of consistency and quality across all of your work. You need to get to that point where people see your thumbnails and go, that's them. That is 100% them. I know what they're doing. I know what they're making. I know what I'm going to get by clicking on this video. I know I'm not going to waste 10, 15, 20 minutes of my life. These little micro connections that you're making with your audience are the difference between a repeated audience and someone who's just going to see a video and forget about you. So if you're making a series of videos, or you want to at least make your content fairly similar, then keep them consistent. Make sure they're using a similar background, similar colors. Keep your brand, personality, thumbnails and videos consistent and keep them aligned. Make sure they are on the same page and that people can look at it and know exactly what you're doing. But most importantly, make sure they are consistent to you and unique to yourself. So that's it. That's my 5 key points to making your thumbnails perform better. Now I know this is probably going to cause just as many questions as it does answers. So feel free to drop a comment below and to get in touch with me on my socials. I'm there to answer any questions you have and they're all in the description below. Now I'm planning on making a follow-up video to this, where I'm going to go through some simple design techniques that you can follow, and I'm even going to be making some free templates for you to use yourselves and to make them a springboard for your designs and your brand. I know it can be tough starting from nowhere, and I know it can be a big help having people to learn off and to develop. Now, if you want to join a community to help with your designs and your streaming, then my NIMZ.Gaming Discord is below. I'll be there to answer any questions you have and give you any advice I can on your content, streaming, or design. And I also have a channel in there where I'll be giving away free design templates for you to download and to use in your videos and your channels. Now, if you found this video helpful, then please subscribe and give a thumbs up to this video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, I've been NIMZ, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.